everyone, Az here from Heel versus Bayface, all on my own. No George, no Robert. I'm only kidding. Robert will be here in a minute. Don't panic. George is making his way back from Las Vegas. He went to Las Vegas, so he can't make it this week. But Robert will be joining us shortly. So I thought I'd take this time to say, hello. How you doing? Are you all right? Is everything okay? Talk to me. Tell me about. I'm not interested. I'm not interested. So I got some stuff to show off, but also when Robert comes, there's going to be some good topics of conversation. What I'll start by saying though is this Tuesday, Real BBC, Chris Gore going to be joining us. I saw Attack of the Dock this morning, which you can purchase from Amazon, amongst other places, but I know you can get it from Amazon, so that's where I got it from. And it was phenomenal. Absolutely phenomenal. I couldn't believe it's 90 minutes long. I couldn't believe how quick it went in a blink of an eye. It was such a good documentary, so well made, and it really. I'm not going to shoot my wad because we're going to be discussing this with Chris tomorrow on Tuesday. But my goodness me, it just brought back so many good memories and what it's like, what it was like to be a geek in those days, and also how corporations have absolutely ruined fandom from top to bottom. So yes, if you haven't seen it, I thoroughly encourage you to go pick it up and go watch it. You will not be disappointed. It is the bomb, the absolute bomb. Now I've started something. I'm going to show this off before Robert gets here. Oh, Robert is already here. Let's bring him in. Hello.
Well, hello there. First of all, I owe you an apology. Flaking on Friday Night Tights. I was not in Las Vegas anymore. And I told them I thought I would come in remotely. And then when they called me, they're like, "Where are you?" I'm like, "I'm not in Vegas," but they couldn't bring me in remotely because there's already too many people. So yeah. I'm sorry for being a monumental flake. Because everyone's like, "Why weren't you on?" And can I just say that meetup in Vegas was one of the greatest YouTube related events I've ever been at.
Wow.
The people there, I called Gary. I said, I said, this is your constituency.
Your constituency, yeah.
They were the nicest. That place, that bar was so cool. George was there. It was just a delightful, great time with a bunch of really nice people. And I'm telling you, it was like being in The Lion King. I could feel the love tonight.
And you feel it.
So it was really fun. And by the way, I just got a box I can open on the show.
What's in a box?
So how are you?
What's in a box? I'm great. I was just telling the audience how I watched this morning. I got up after when I left FNT, I just went straight to sleep. I was knackered. I went straight to sleep. I woke up early though. I woke up only got about 4 or 5 hours sleep, but I felt like pretty good.
Wow.
So I thought, ooh, I'm going to purchase Attack of the Dock, and I'm going to watch that.
It's really good.
So I went on to the UK Amazon, and I purchased it from the Prime store. I watched it, and it was phenomenal.
Isn't it good?
Phenomenal.
So, the Popcast guys, they had a screening where they showed my movie Free Enterprise, and then they showed Attack of the Dock in a theater, and Gary was there. Gary came and watched, and Attack the Dock is really well put together.
Oh,
it's wildly entertaining.
Yes,
and it's really good. Now I have a question for you then. What did you think of the Rise of the Beasts trailer? Did you jizz in your pants?
No.
Okay.
No. I was dead from the waist down.
Oh no. Come on, Unicron. Unicron didn't get your blood pumping?
Right. Trust me, I very excited for Unicron. Not in this thing. I was just like, oh no, why are you copying Michael Bay's homework?
Yeah.
I like Bumblebee. I thought Bumblebee was a
really good
movie, and they did make the Transformers look much better in Bumblebee. So sort of seeing the nonsense. Like, this is 1996. Why is Scourge there? This is meant to be. This is set 20. No. If it's 1994, I think the movie's set. The movie's set 10 years before Transformers the movie.
Yeah.
So no, no.
It's
and
an
it was
alternate
it was.
timeline.
I know, but it like. I hate the look of these. Did you see what they did to Wheeljack?
Yes, I know. Terrible.
After the beginning of Bumblebee, where we got these brilliant Ratchet, Cliff Jumper,
then they went back to Gen 1. I mean,
yes, it's not hard. It's not a tough equation to crack.
It's true.
So, as somebody who has a plethora of
Transformers,
I'm gonna turn on my my Modu cases. I turn on the lights. There you go. Why they aren't on? I don't know. Yeah, for somebody that has a plethora of Transformers, and I got absolute metric ton of them in storage.
And you've got a really great display too.
It's so frustrating because all I don't want some director to come out and go, this Transformers movie is about Latino and brown people's stories. I don't give a fuck.
That's
I
not a way
give
to
a fuck about the Autobots and Decepticons story. That's what I give a fuck about. I don't care if the Autobots are brown, fucking Latino, white, purple, magenta. Give me that, and give me some G1 looking Transformers for sake.
Yeah.
So I had a bit of a win. I did an edited video about it yesterday.
Oh, I have to watch it.
And I think I'm being fair. I think I'm being very fair in my criticism of why I don't think this works. And let me drop me a DM after you if you get to watch it and tell me what you think.
I will do that. So this box I got.
Yes. What's in the box?
So Eaglemoss went out of business, but Master Replicas, which is a new company out of the UK, has been selling their old stock of stuff. And I always figured
I would say that just after payday.
So I was like, there's a lot of Eaglemoss ships, like especially the large scale ships, that I just didn't buy. And there were things like collections of shuttlecrafts and stuff, and they had some of their stock, and so I just bought.
Didn't you get the shuttlecraft free gifts with the?
I did.
Okay.
Yeah, I did. I got those with the Enterprise, but like for instance, this, which I can't believe. One, I didn't even know that they made this. I don't know where I was sleeping, but as a massive Star Trek the Motion Picture fan, I got this. So as I open it up,
massacre my boy.
So this, you've got the travel pod from Star Trek the Motion Picture.
Yeah.
You've got the yellow the work bee from Star Trek the Motion Picture. And then there's two more. And I really love their shuttles. So I didn't even know they made the travel pod from Star Trek the Motion Picture. But indeed they did. So pick that up. To be honest, I don't even remember.
I'm on the website right now.
Yeah. And they sell out pretty fast.
They got the Stargazer and stuff. Oh no, sold out.
Yeah, a lot of the stuff they're selling all their old stock now. This is sort of weird. I didn't even know why Eaglemoss had this, but they had Big Chief Doctor Who figures. Why? I don't know. So they had Peter Capaldi and Matt Smith. So I'm like, for cheap.
Hold on. Yeah, I'm looking. Yeah, they've got a. Okay.
So
Okay. Right. Okay. Added to cart.
I got Matt
Added
Smith.
to cart.
The Matt
Yeah,
Smith
I'm
Doctor,
just ordering one right now.
because they're like $80 off or whatever.
Yeah, well, it's like the Ninth Doctor's 100 quid.
Yeah.
100 quid.
Yeah. I know. So I was like, okay, I forgot I even ordered this. Check this out, dude.
I just picked up a Matt Smith and oh my god,
I got Muffet the Daggett from the original Battlestar Galactica.
I was just looking at that.
Come on, dude,
I was just looking at that. I was thinking,
let's unbox it.
Oh, yeah.
Let's unbox it right now. By the way, I don't keep these. Are nice boxes. I should probably keep them, but I don't need to keep them.
No, I haven't got the space. You haven't got the space, Robert.
I don't.
That's what I've been teaching myself. Anything that's got displayed, the box is gone.
Okay, this is pretty dope. Now, oh man, this is really nice.
Right,
now
I just ordered me Matt Smith an 11 and a 9.
Look at that. See, this is a shelf sitter. I love shit like this.
Oh, I was hoping it was furry, a little bit furry.
No, it's not furry, unfortunately.
Oh.
You can't take it off this, but that's okay. I don't care. But it looks nice. So it'll go right up on the shelf, and people go, "Oh, that's Muffet the Daggett.
What is that?"
Oh.
Well, no,
So
they'll go, "What is that?" And you'll go, "Well,
yeah, yes,
that is Muffet
in 1978.
Yeah,
there's Muffet
in
the Daggett.
Battlestar Galactica, and I'm not talking the Katie Sackhoff venture. No, I'm talking the Dirk Benedict one.
That's right. People be like, "There was an original." Yes.
You
kids today.
It was so original. Starbuck was a man. And Boomer was a black man.
Yes.
And not an Asian one.
Not an Asian woman.
But a very attractive Asian one.
Very attractive. And then I guess, so this is the Peter Capaldi Doctor Who.
I actually have 2 of those Peter Capaldi Doctor Who's.
Oh, see, I should not be.
And I have one in my bedroom, displayed in my bedroom.
Oh, I love Peter Capaldi because he was also in Torchwood Children of Earth.
Children of Earth. Great in that.
So great.
Oh my goodness me, the DC chess set.
Yeah, dude. Come on, dude. I know, right?
I can't say no to that.
Nope. Well, don't. So you know what? The answer to this is always yes. It's always yes.
Oh, why did I invite you on this show?
For this very reason. For this very reason. This is why you brought me on the show.
Oh, I gotta get it. I gotta get it.
Look at, I didn't really, nice die cut.
I'm never gonna forgive myself if I don't get that. There's only 8 in stock.
Well, yeah, because once they're gone, they're gone.
Once they're gone, they're gone. This is.
How
did Eaglemoss have a black man? Maybe in a black man. Why got a black? Why did they have a Batman chess set in Eaglemoss?
Well, because the Eaglemoss had a lot of other collectible licenses that it wasn't just Star Trek.
Oh yeah. Do you know what?
Because they have Alien too.
In 2014, Eaglemoss actually got in contact with me.
They
said, "Yeah, we'd like to sponsor you. We think your audience would be a great fit. We've seen your Geek Fuel unboxing videos, Loot Crate unboxing videos." And I said, I love your stuff. I got back to them. I said, I love your stuff. I said, I don't think I can do it justice. I don't think I've got a big enough audience to do it justice. So I actually turned them down, but only because I didn't think my channel was at the time. It's 2014 back then. It's only had a couple of thousand or so subscribers, you know.
Yeah.
I just didn't think there'd be enough business, and I thought I don't want to do that to a great company like Eaglemoss, and here we are. They're out of business.
As you hadn't met me yet, so you didn't know that the answer is always yes.
The answer is always yes. Right, I just bought.
Always.
I've just spent 400 quid.
Well, you know what? And you're a better man for it.
Do you know what? Very excited for that DC chess set.
Yeah, dude. Yeah.
I am addicted to toys. Why do you think I've got a fucking storage full of them?
Yeah, it's true. And they've got, I'll tell you something. They have the XL Nostromo from Alien.
I know.
It's really good.
I've had to shut down this website.
Don't blame me. I'm just the messenger.
I did not. Do you know what? I've got all the bits for the Enterprise in my bedroom, in a tub in my bedroom.
Well, they're supposed to be restarting that.
Yeah, but I've heard this, and I've been hearing this for a while, but I'm not seeing anything happening.
No, me neither. And you know, I'm like $1,000 into that thing.
Dude, I am all parts. So whatever, the part 36 or whatever it was when it ended, I'm 36 parts deep.
Yeah,
I'm
me
balls
too.
deep, mate.
Me too. And I you know, I have the Eaglemoss, the DB5, the Aston Martin DB5, the one.
Oh yeah.
The 1/8 scale. It's like this big. It's really nice. And right now, I'm still building the space battleship Andromeda. That's 4.5 feet long.
Yeah, I saw the initial pictures of that.
Yeah, it's insane. I mean, I've stopped for like the last month. I just got really busy. So, and Elizabeth's like, "Were you going to get this out of the kitchen or what?"
No. It'll be ready when it's ready.
Hey, you know what? They've got the ninth Doctor here for $129. They didn't have it when I went to order the.
Oh, that's what I just bought, dude. I bought the 9th and master. I bought 9 and 11, and the DC chess set.
Wow, I might have to get this.
It's 100. Yeah, it's 100 quid.
Wow,
couldn't say no.
I know, because I love that outfit.
I do have the new version of Capaldi on pre-order.
Right.
Because he's got the longer hair and.
Yeah. Does Big Chief ever make their stuff though? I mean, come on.
Oh well, no, we get it. We got a letter the other week, last week, the week before. Of we've gone to another company in China now because we realize we're fucked.
Yeah. Where's the Space 1999 John Koenig? I want that figure. Where is it?
That is now in production. That's the best I can give you right now. Where's my Captain Scarlet? Where's my Captain Black?
I don't know.
Where's my Captain Blue? Where's my fucking K9 that was meant to arrive in 2020 as a birthday present for Gary? Where's that? Where's my there's a few things. Where's my Daleks? That fucking 1 in 6 3 Dalek set. Where's
I don't know. But you know who gets their figures out on time very quickly is XO6. Dude. I mean, they like announced Chakotay and then shipped it.
I got it.
Yeah.
I got my Chakotay.
Yeah.
In actual fact,
it's good. And you know, they've got a bunch of is that their
yeah, this is it.
When did you get that?
A couple of 3 days ago.
Oh my God.
Comes with 2 different seats. This is the seat, this is the ridge one, so you can sit your character in it. And then there's also, if you take this out, there's also a flat, straight, all across cushion if you want to display it empty.
Wow.
At the back, you've got the USB-C, and then this is your button that turns on the lights and also the sounds, because there's multiple sounds that are also attached. The comm panels here and here. God, this camera's so good I've got now. The comm panels there and there, they light up when it's plugged in, and you get a power supply with it. This lights up blue down here as well. So yes, this is I know Robert likes his chairs. That's why.
Dude, I'm just looking at that salivating.
So yes, this is en route. En route. And I also had another email from them. They've shipped my Archer.
Wow.
So my Captain Archer is and I tell you what about XO6, mate. Not only do they ship stuff out really well, everything arrives in exemplary time from them
Oh,
as well.
yeah, and always in great shape. The
Always.
boxes they use, it beautiful stuff. Beautiful stuff.
And then Harry Kim came up for pre-order.
I never thought I'd be excited about that, but I kind of was.
What Voyager is the first set he's looking to complete.
Yeah, so all you need now is Tom Paris, B'Elanna Torres, and Neelix.
Well, if you see the images for Harry Kim, there is a Tom Paris with him.
It's just weird that they're making Voyager first, but okay.
Maybe it's a personal love. Maybe it's a personal. I don't know.
Voyager has always been it has the highest ratings of streaming of the Star Trek shows. Yeah.
Well, we know why that is.
So,
I'm looking at you, Jerry. Right?
Did you get 7 of 9?
Of course, I did.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Yeah.
There's only 2 of the XO6 figures I have not purchased.
There's only 2 that I didn't purchase either.
I wonder which 2 those are.
Guess? The ones that didn't sell.
Yeah, and the Picard ones look the little preview of the Picard ones, they look great.
Yeah, the face sculpt on the Vatic and the Worf, those are great figures.
I think the face sculpt on the Picard looks superb as well. So that would be wonderful. But I'm
all about Star Trek 2, dude.
Well, yeah, I get it. I go into that. I mean, that's coming soon. But I really want that. I really want that Geordie LaForge next gen to go up, man.
Yeah, I love the Geordie LaForge. I love those leather jackets from Picard season 3. I love the way. I mean, they were
nice outfits.
They were great. Yeah,
they were kind of throwback to Darmok.
Yeah,
with the captain's jacket. There's sort of a little bit of a throwback to that.
Yeah.
Crusher, of course, had the throwback to Wrath of Khan with her big
that was really cool,
big lapelled jacket. There was some it's good. I liked it. I did enjoy Picard season 3.
Yeah, it was because it meant something.
Yeah,
the thing that there's everyone that talks to me about Picard season 3 was sucked. I'm like, and none of them are ever talking about like the story. It's they're like, for instance, what's really interesting to me is Vatic as a villain, the leader of the Changelings, and the Borg Queen were both done dirty by the Federation. I mean, Vatic was tortured so they could get that disease to infect the Great Link during.
Sure.
And then you have the Borg that was literally Janeway infected the Borg Queen with that whatever that thing was at the end of Voyager.
The Borg started it first, mate.
Well, it's true.
They started it. If they get a bloody nose, not our problem.
It's true, but I love the fact that, in a way, these bad bitches teamed up to take down the Federation. They had a grudge.
I didn't think they kind of overused Vatic by an episode or 2.
Yeah, and I would have liked to have seen her. I would have liked to have seen the moment her and the Borg Queen hooked up, like not hooked up, but hatched their plan. Although
some fucked up shit.
So
I don't even know what mental gymnastics how that one would go. I think they just overused her a wee bit because she sort of like did a thing, okay, then it came back and you're like,
but
then she went on to the ship and you're like,
she did execute Tavine, that cool bald Vulcan.
I personally found her exceedingly boring. It's the only one of the bridge crew that I didn't really.
I like the way she looked.
Didn't gravitate towards her. I sort of like I like my Vulcan women how I like my women. Stoic.
Yeah.
Stoic and beautiful, and you're just like, oh, I'm gonna fucking break that veneer.
Well, the first in Star Trek history when you see T'Pring for the first time, the original T'Pring, Arlene Martell.
Yeah,
she was even though she was very stoic, she was a hottie.
They all are. I love stoic women. Like when I mean, come on, Kirstie Alley. Oh my god.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Kim Cattrall.
You can still buy, there's certain XO6 figures that you can get on eBay, in case you want one from modern Star Trek shows, you know, those
Or
2-year.
XO6 do have a couple in stock. Not many. I think they got a Janeway. They got some Janeways, couple of 3 Janeways.
I really like the Janeway figure.
Oh, that was good.
I like that she comes with a coffee cup,
Yes.
which is cool.
Yeah, I've got I want my Picard with an Earl Grey. I want my Cisco with a vodka, and I want my Janeway with a cup of coffee.
Yeah, that's right.
So, do you think he's going to do Cass as well?
I doubt it.
Mm.
I don't think so, but because he probably couldn't get a hold of her to get her likeness.
Maybe.
I mean, I love the fact that all their figures are sold out. Oh, Mirror Spock you can get. Then that's a great figure too.
Mirror Spock and Mirror Sulu.
Yeah.
I think you can get, and Janeway, and I think everything else is pretty much. Oh, I like the Tuvok figure. The Tuvok figure was good.
Yes, it is good.
So I'm gonna have to get all my Voyager, the ones that are in storage. They're all gonna have to come out for a cabinet now.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because we've got Janeway, Chakotay, Seven, Tuvok, the Doctor.
You know what else you can still purchase as?
Chair.
No.
Oh yeah. I think there's going to be plenty of those in stock.
Can you imagine if you're forced by the licensee to manufacture toys that you know aren't going to sell?
Maybe he'll get away with, well, I did the main characters. That'll be it.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Then no one's going to buy a bin on the right-hand side on, I would say, on navigation. But I'm not even sure they know what stations they're on.
I don't think they do either. By the way, if you look at the Eaglemoss site, you'll see that there are certain ships that are also not sold out.
On the Eaglemoss site?
Yeah, if you go to Eaglemoss, and you'll notice that there are certain modern Star Trek spaceships that are still available. Oh. I wonder why.
This is why they went out of business.
Yeah, it's true.
Oh man, yeah, I got my my shuttlecraft in a nice little cabinet downstairs.
Yeah, those are great. The large scale shuttlecraft that came with the Enterprise Ds.
The Enterprise D, yeah,
good stuff.
I need the rest of that D to finish so I can start building that, because
I know, because that other D that you ordered and waited years for, just I hate to rub salt in an open wound, but yeah, that was not good.
Bought it, paid for it, waited for it, they cancelled it.
And you had
and they cancelled the bust of Picard as well.
Yeah.
And I was really surprised. I got an email from Sideshow this week. The Cyborg Superman Mafex, they're not stocking it anymore.
Really? Did you get one?
No. Well, I had it on order from Sideshow. So I'm like, I really wanted that. So yeah. I got 2 Azrael, Jean-Paul Valley Azrael Batman. So I was happy with that. But I was just like, and they sent me 2 Hush by mistake instead of 1. 2 Batman from Batman Hush.
Yeah.
So I did say, hey, you've sent me 2 instead of 1, and they just went, do you want to keep it? Yes, I do. Oh, there you go. Just have it on us. Cheers.
Not bad.
That's I think it because I'm in the UK. I think it costs way too much.
Yeah.
For them to have it shipped back to the US. So by then you might as well just write it off.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm gonna have to look around see if I can get one. Because I don't know if we're no longer stocking or it's no longer being made. I don't know.
That's hard to say.
Oh,
I'm still waiting. I mean, it's waiting for. Look, my InArts Joker, the deluxe Joker. Waiting. I paid for it, paid for shipping, waiting for it.
Waiting, and I'm on the wait. Oh, okay. I might have purchased a couple of XM Studios statues.
If you potentially did purchase XM Studio statues, what might you have purchased?
Well, I think you've seen the Rodimus Prime.
Yeah.
So I've got the Rodimus Prime downstairs. The Galvatron came out for pre-order. Ordered it, paid for it, done, dusted. It's gone. So what I'm going to be paying for is shipping when that releases next year. And I'm on the wait list for Bumblebee. I really, really hope that pops because I think that's out this coming month, May. I think the Bumblebee one is out, and I desperately want that because have you seen the Bumblebee XM Studios statue?
Yeah. Dude, this Galvatron, I'm looking at the Galvatron right now. Wow, is this dope?
Yes. So I'm gonna have Rodimus and Galvatron face to face.
Wow, that's really cool.
Mm-hmm. Very cool.
Oh, I love this chain feature it's holding up.
Matrix of Power.
Yeah, this is awesome. Wow.
Yes.
Wow, this is a really great statue, dude.
Yes. And do you know the reason why? I've seen the Rodimus, and I was just like, that's a lot of money.
Yeah.
I was like, I really want it because I love Rodimus, I love Hot Rod, love Rodimus Prime, and I'm just like.
By the way, Martino Simone's in the chat. Have you seen The Conscience of the Jedi, Play Trek Episode 4?
Not yet. I haven't seen it yet.
It's dope.
I'm riddled with guilt because I should have done a voice on that. And
I know, me too. We both, first of all, we're both together. We should both profusely, publicly apologize to one of the great men in the world, Martino Simone. We flaked on him.
The Suave Swiss.
The Suave. And I'm telling dude, just so you know, I may be coming to Europe in either June or July to do a job. I'm coming to see you. I'm just going to come knock on your fucking door.
I'll take you to my storage.
Oh, will you?
Yeah.
I'm gonna come see we have to do we should do a stream from the pub. I know you're not drinking alcohol because you're working out.
I'm in a thing.
But you have to have at least 1 pint of ale if I come out there. 1 pint.
I can have it in front of me. I don't think
I'm gonna make you drink.
This is Yorkshire, mate. They don't let you stream in pubs.
They don't? You can't get on the internet in a pub?
You can get on the internet, but they won't let you stream.
Really? You can't just flip open the thing and talk? Come on.
No.
That's mean.
No, this is Yorkshire country, man. Oi, sit there, eat your pie, and fucking drink.
Well, that's my kind of place. That's my kind of place.
Yeah. So yeah. If you end up, I'll show you the storage.
Yeah. See, what I want to do is I've always wanted to go to Europe and meet people like the great Emma Bannon, Martino, you, Terrier, who lives in Norway, and just because if I'm being paid to go to Europe, why not stick around? Why not? But
let off some steam, Bennett.
So I'm going to put the link because I have Play Trek 4 up on my YouTube channel, and I'm going to drop the link in the chat.
Go check it out.
It's great. You got to watch all of Martino's Play Treks. He does an homage to David Lynch's Dune. It opens with an homage to David Lynch. So good. Nice. Yeah, he did a great job. That Martino, he's a mad genius. And I'm gonna drop this in the live chat because it'll make you want to. He's the only person who took us up on the scale wars was Martino Simone, and he's been fighting them for 2 years.
Yes, documenting them, one might say.
Yeah, in the most clever of ways.
Mm.
So you know what? I'm just going to drop in the full playlist. I'm just going to give you the full playlist. I'm gonna do it right now.
I think you have mod this, don't you?
I don't know. I was just going to drop it in the chat. Yeah. So let me see.
Robin asked me to put Port Marion.
Dude, how much do we love those prisoner figures? I love them. And they're great. So chat, here is Martino's playlist. Dropping it right.
I think not May, but I think, but I think between May to July, my DF-120s will arrive. I think that's when they're scheduled.
Oh, maybe we can have a Moducase building party because
That's what
they're kind of a pain in the ass to put together.
I know, but my brother-in-law,
he does
from another mother, yeah, he does them, and I peel off the shit on the perspex.
Isn't that
But he can bang them up now.
But isn't that gratifying when you peel that off?
Well, if it comes off easy, we've had a couple of fucking buggers of those, I'll tell you.
Yeah. Have you seen that they make DF corner pieces now?
Yes, I was I nearly pulled the trigger on a couple, but they don't do a corner drawer.
I know. Well,
I know. And I've ordered drawers for these 3 DF60 drawers.
Yeah, I have 3 DF60 drawers, and I might not use them now because I'm moving stuff around here in the Robservatory, and because I'm maximizing my space. So I'm going to end up having a full-on wall that I can do my 3 DF60s, 3 DF120s, 3 DF60s, the corner pieces, and then 3 DF60s, and that'll be a whole wall. By the way, I paid off. Did I tell you I paid off my snow speeder?
Yes. I've got everything paid off on Jazz Inc. I've had it paid off for about 6 months now.
Oh, that's good.
I'm just waiting. But unfortunately, both the 95 Batmobile and the BVS computer, well, the 95 Batmobile's been pushed back to next year. And the BVS Batcave computer is being redesigned from scratch. So,
oh, that's cool. Well, they just keep getting better. That 66 Batmobile is, I'm looking at it right now, is such a thing of beauty.
Right there.
It's so cool.
I can, now that I've got my wrong button, M50.
Yeah.
Let's get.
Look at all those Transformers.
Yeah, baby, look at those boys. Oi, oi, Savaloy.
That's beautiful.
Yeah, there you go.
Oh, yeah. Look at that.
Got the 1 in 4. Batman Begins. We've got the 1 in 6. Batman. The 1 in 6. Dark Knight Rises. The Bane. The old Bane. The departed Bane.
It's even though somebody in the chat says it's gorgeous except for the bubbles on the glass on top. I mean, it would have been cooler if they made it actual glass, but I understand. You know, it still works.
What with the modular cases?
No. The actual glass, you know, the front windshields and the back.
Oh no, you can understand why that's not.
I mean, the costs would have been, and plus,
and the transportation.
It would have broken. They would have broken.
Quite possibly. Oh, it's a faff to put back.
Good
there we go.
Stuff.
So yeah, I got my 6 DF60s here. Downstairs currently we have 4 DF60s made up. They're currently storing Lego and storing built Lego. So when the 1 DF120 got 3 DF120s are coming with 3 DF60 drawers. So we're going to put the 3 drawers, and then going to have a DF120 and a DF60, then a DF120 and a DF60.
You know you want one of these.
Oh, you got Ezra Miller.
Supergirl, by the way, I saw The Flash, and she is great in it. This character is going to be a fan favorite. Mark my words.
We'll see.
Mark my words.
I'm just going for Keaton and Affleck. Well, Affleck's going to blink and he's gone, but
I have to tell you, I think they could make 20 figures from The Flash. 20.
I've said it, even if the film is if I go see the film and I think the film is I don't care. As soon as the Michael Keaton Batman goes up, I'm getting it. As soon as the Batfleck goes up, I'm getting it. You know,
dude, the Batfleck suit, and it's kind of got this metally armor like endoskeleton or something on it, and that motorcycle.
The motorcycle looks great.
Come on. And
I'm a bit on the outfit, but they got the gray and blue. He's actually got gray and blue on.
Yeah, I know.
Come on, put the pants on.
And I can't tell anybody anything, but let me just say the climax of the movie is an explosion of potential figures. You'll want them all. You'll be like, oh my God, there's reissues to be had there. There's so much. It's yeah.
I don't know if I want to fund Ezra Miller's cult though.
Oh, you don't have to if you don't want to buy any Ezra Miller figures. There's
I'll get all the I'll get all the Batman. I'll get the cycle.
Yeah.
If Juice says right, I'm going to do a bad. Dude, gone. Got it.
Yeah.
Purchased.
Yeah.
Because that cycle does look incredible.
Yeah. It's true. And then the Hot Toys just keeps dropping fire. There's too much. I can't even keep up anymore.
I know they've been pretty quiet. Oh yeah. So I was in your stream this morning for a little bit. You ignored me.
You were? I didn't see you in this. I didn't see you.
No, you were too busy fucking talking. I was like, oh, toys, and then you knew me. So I gave my opinion on something. You fucking ignore me.
I never saw. I didn't. Oh, I'm sorry. I apologize.
So I was like, right, I'm off to watch Attack of the Dock. Fuck you, Robert.
I feel terrible now. Oh no.
No, you were talking about Star Wars toys.
Oh, yeah.
And I went through my sideshow rather ruthlessly last week. Cancelled any outstanding Marvel stuff, which is deposit only.
Right.
And I cancelled some Star Wars stuff.
Yeah, I have to say,
that was deposit only.
Unless it's classic Star Wars, I don't know if I'll be buying any more stuff.
Unless it's 501st or kind of extended universe, like Clone Wars-y extended universe related, I'll keep it.
Yeah.
So I do have my Purge Troopers on the way.
Right.
But Purge Troopers are from extended universe. So
yeah. Yep.
And I do have my 501st vehicles to come.
Right.
This did arrive this week. Jesse.
Oh, that's a beautiful figure.
This is awesome. So I love my 501st. So but I didn't order the Kenobi 501st because that's not even the right fucking color.
Right.
You couldn't even get the right fucking color.
What's up with that?
But Fennec Shand, gone. A couple of others, gone. And Iron Man Mark 1, gone. Carnage, gone. A couple of others, can't remember off the top of my bonds. But I got a bit Doc Savage on it. And anything that I've paid for and just waiting to ship, obviously I'm not going to cancel that.
Right.
But it's just not out. Nothing spiteful about it. Just I don't care. I wanted to have that full Avengers set. I wanted to have them all. Love phase 1, 2, 3. And now I don't care. They made me not care. And Star Wars, I mean, after Kenobi, I was just like, you can just go.
Yeah, I know. It's pretty interesting that they're just destroying our love of one of our favorite franchises.
Insanity.
I never thought that would be the case.
I just watched this week the making of Batman 89.
Okay.
So it was filmed mid-90s or just after, maybe 97, 98. It was filmed around there, I think.
Yeah, it was probably done for one of the special features, the DVD.
Yeah. It's done as a special feature. I mean, I think various interviews were from various different time frames. But, and I watched that and it was incredible. Like for every producer, every actor they had on, everyone was talking about that word you love, Robert, authenticity.
Yes.
authenticity is key. Authenticity is paramount. You know, yes, you've got
Authentic.
license with a story, but you've got to make, you know, you've got to have these authentic beats.
I really believe that authenticity is going to be the currency of the 21st century moving forward. Personal authenticity, because we're going to be living in an AI drenched culture where
Oh,
it's going to be nutty. So
I could not believe the I'll show it. I'll show it. Let me get, here it is. Here it is. Here it is. Right. Let me play this for you folks. We played this on FNT last night. I couldn't believe it. I absolutely couldn't believe it. I was hooked from the moment I started watching it. I was like, oh. And then by the end of it, I was like, I need this. I need this. But I'll play it.
it's amazing.
I hope this isn't the porn that I was watching before.
Well, it is porn.
It is porn. Well, it's porn. Anyway, watch this, folks. No, it's not the gay western. I'm looking forward to that. That looks funny.
That is just
Outstanding. Absolutely outstanding.
You know, so for those of you who don't know,
This, I mean,
yeah.
that reaction from Spot. Oh my god, man.
Even the buildings on the right side are redolent of the original series. So those are the Roddenberry. By the way, they've been making videos like that for the last year. And this one they released. So the Roddenberry archive, the design of those effect shots, and they're adding to the mythology of Star Trek. I mean, that's a prequel to season 3 of Picard, showing them having to move the disk of the Enterprise D off Meridian 3 because if they left it there, it would pollute the system. I mean, can you imagine if
So,
we came
sorry, go on.
Oh no, well, if we came across a dish that's that large of an alien spacecraft crashed on our planet, I mean, it's amazing that and the people behind this they're all people like the Akutas and my friend Darren Doctorman, and the visual effects are just, and the design of the shots is stunning. It's absolutely stunning.
Honestly, chills. I mean, legit, you know, no bullshit. Literally chills when I was watching that. The music was stunning.
Yeah.
The cinematography was outstanding. Spock watching the Enterprise burn.
Yeah. It's truly amazing.
And it shows that it was Spock that recovered the remains of Kirk.
Yeah.
And took it to the Daystrom.
Yeah.
Well, I imagine they took it to the Daystrom Institute first, and then it was shipped off to the Daystrom space station.
Yeah, yes, because I mean, and in the vault, put in the vault, because that was sort of a callback to the Shatner Star Trek novel, The Return.
Yes,
you know, when
after generations.
Yeah, so very, very cool. Such cool stuff.
But
And
that is, oh man, I could. Oh,
well, and you know what they're doing? They're making a 3D walkthrough of all the main starships, so you can literally go
yes.
deck by deck, room by room, and it's insane. It's just insane what they're doing.
That is the Star Trek I want.
Yeah, exactly.
That.
Yep.
You know, I could have that all day, every day. Feed me that. Go fund, you know, crowdfund, GoFundMe, give me cash.com, whatever it has to take. Trekkies would fund that. They would fund it through the wazoo, mate.
Well, what I think is so great about that clip is the tone. You know, the tone, the serious, somber nature. I mean, Star Trek, I prefer a serious Star Trek. I don't like the way, like, I have not liked how modern Star Trek has changed the tone of what Star Trek is. And I want
cool.
oh man, do I?
Let's get a fucking space and shit.
Yeah.
I saw the I haven't watched the Red Letter Media video for about a year. And I decided to watch their Picard review for season 3.
Right.
And because you couldn't fucking pay me money, cash dollar, to watch Discovery. When I saw that clip of Ginger Bint, Tilly, talking to the recruits, and it was like she was attempting to channel what's her name that just makes jokes about a vagina, you know,
Sarah Silverman.
Okay, there's a few. I get it. No, the other, you know, Amy Schumer.
Oh, right.
Just like trying to channel Amy Schumer, and I was just like, if I was a director, like let's say I was a showrunner, and you put this in front of me, said, okay, so you got this. This is okay. Let's have a look at this. Then this is a scene. This scene is something. I'd be like, okay, I see what you done there. You're fired. I want you to go to that guy there, tell him he's fired. Then that guy is going to go to these actors and tell them they're fucking fired. Do you get it?
Yeah.
Then I'm going to throw something at them and hit them in the head.
I know. It's incredibly frustrating. Well, you know what? That worker bee is a little small. I'm just saying. I wish it was.
It's not. It's even smaller than my OG Bumblebee. And when I say OG Bumblebee, I mean my Cybertron Bumblebee.
And I was hoping this would be a little bigger, but I know there's supposed to be shuttles. I get it.
There you go. This is how Bumblebee looked on Cybertron before he came to Earth, which is pretty funky donkey. Yes, I think, I don't know. Please make Star Trek Legacy happen. I don't think it will. I only say Kurtzman is a very vengeful, bitter person, because he got showed the fuck up by Terry McGinnis.
Yeah, he certainly did.
He got showed the up. And there were so many fuck yous to him. And people are like, to just see Terry having a go at Robert on Twitter. I was like, wait, yeah, I saw it. I was just like, they know each other. I think there's a little bit of.
Look, to be fair, I was intentionally being kind of a dick.
I know you were.
I was being. I mean, look, that Starfleet Academy show, when they're talking about it's going to be a tale of first loves, of rivalries, and I'm reading it. I thought it was pretty witty. Critical alien theory. I mean,
yeah, critical alien is pretty good.
I was taking a shot at academia itself, not at the idea of. I mean, I think that
the idea of a Starfleet Academy is fucking terrible.
It really is.
It's not Degrassi Junior fucking high. Okay,
that you are correct, sir.
But no, he was just like, Terry's he's one of them, and I'm like, look, you don't make season 3 of Picard if you're one of them.
Right.
That's not. There was just so many middle fingers to Alex Kurtzman and Akiva Goldsman in there. It's just like, no.
And plus,
Borg haven't been seen for 10 years. Wait a minute, weren't they in the last season?
Well, to be fair though, that Borg was from some alternate Q inspired universe.
Good. They can fuck off back there then.
Yeah. But so no, and a lot of people like so I understand, like I get where it did not bother me when Terry said that, because look, there's been a lot of people attacking him too, about season 3 of Picard. And for him, he takes it personally because the season 3 of Picard is all him. I mean, he was given the reins.
Yeah, but
of it.
He's paddling uphill, mate. He's, in as much as, what happens when you're trying to pick up the reins from people that can't be bothered to finish their vanity project, which they fucked up.
Right.
There's a lot of angry people out there who are disgusted with what's happened to Trek.
Yeah.
And I've said if I go, hey, you should go see it, and if somebody says, I'm not going to see it, I'm not going to see it because fuck Paramount and fuck Akiva Goldsman and Akiva Goldsman and Alex Kurtzman and fuck them and fuck what they've done stuff. I get it. I absolutely get that. No problem. Because I'm there with other franchises, so I get it. 100%. Terry did something great. That he did something very, very good.
Yeah,
and certainly gave. If this is it for good Trek, we got, because I did not like the next gen movies at all.
No, they're not great.
There's this. I've always said, when Picard season 1 came around, there's 3 Picards. There's the Picard from the show, the Picard from the movies, and whatever this Picard was. And so to actually have something which I connected more to the TV show at times than the movies, certainly the movies in some places, but there were definitely major connections to actually the series with the characters and whatnot. So yeah, it was. I was happy. I'd rather have this ending than the ending for Nemesis.
Oh, of course.
That was a terrible film, awful film, so morose. I don't mind serious, but morose. Come on, come on. Like even that 2-minute clip with no dialogue at all. Just the emotion that you could pick up from Spock's face, which is a deep fake.
But isn't that incredible?
Unreal. And it just, that says to me, look what you could do. Look what you could do. And look what you're not, because you're too busy. You're too busy, instead of telling timeless stories, you're too busy being current fucking day. And you're going to age like milk. This stuff which they're putting out. Age like milk. 5 years time, maybe all this identitarianism and might be over. People might just be like, fuck, comes to some sort of head and just finishes. All this stuff's going to look, it's just going to be thrown in the trash. It's going to have no relevance, no place certainly in pop culture, but it's going to have no place in society. Whereas we can watch The Prisoner. We can watch TNG, TOS. We could go back and watch Metropolis. These are endless stories.
Yeah. No, I totally agree with you. And well, that's the problem is, I think that people today just, all they've ever watched is TV shows and movies. And in order to be a great storyteller, you have to understand literature.
Yeah.
You have to be a reader. And I think there's not enough people that have read that are literate. So
I think you might be right. Sad but true. I think you might be right. Yeah, it's the other day, because I like to play silly beggars on Twitter as well. It's a hobby of mine. Somebody posted the picture of Rose Tico kissing Finn at the end of The Last Jedi. So I quote tweeted that. It's my mate that tweeted it. He wasn't, but I quote tweeted it because of the image. And I just put, remember when Rose Tico sexually assaulted Finn? Obviously, I'm being silly because
taking the piss, sure.
Yeah, of course, because I'm digging at modern day sensibilities when it's fine. There's nothing wrong with it. Nothing wrong. And then I saw some people like post the image of Leia kissing Luke. Yeah, remember when Leia sexually assaulted Luke? And I was just like, oh no, that's not the own that you think it is. Because I could, if I wanted to, just come back with, I know, aren't these women really toxic? You know, something like that. But it's just like you're purposely playing silly beggars. You don't get it. You don't get it. You know, they think that's he really thinks that she's sexually assaulted. You know, no, we're playing by your rules now. We're playing by your rules. You know, if that happened in a street, I could be done for sexual assault. If I just got to a woman in the street and kiss them without their permission. These the weird, you know, obviously people don't do that in reality, but I'm talking about in situations where you could be out on a date. You could walk her back to a house. You could think, should I kiss her? Nowadays, you're like, oh, you know, you sort of, unless she literally says, I give you permission to kiss me. But, you know, those days you'd walk him home and he'd be on the doorstep and he'd be like, I'll see you, you know, do you want to go out again? And then you'd see, you know, maybe just let's go in for a kiss and see if we get a kiss and then, you know, whatever, goodbye. And no, please, I've just been sexually assaulted. I just gave her a goodbye kiss. So you did kiss her without consent? What? I didn't. Fuck. Don't, Matt. Don't arrest. Can you take the handcuffs off? Can you take the handcuffs? That's where we are now. The internet needs to chill the fuck out.
Yeah, I think so too. You know what
that's why watching Attack of the Dot was so good.
Oh, I mean, I was watching that and I'm thinking, wow, the world used to be a much more fun place.
Much more fun.
Much more fun.
Men and women, those guys, remember them?
Yeah.
Men and women having fun together.
Yeah. Go figure.
I know. Those were the days.
People need more toys. That's what it is.
Yeah. They certainly need more hobbies. Other than sitting on Twitter getting yourself wound up 24/7.
Yeah.
I got this. I've totally forgot that I'd ordered it until it arrived, and I was like, "Holy shit!"
Ooh. Does it make sounds?
What's that?
I love it. There you go.
If I press this, then the voice modulator comes up. Papers, please.
So this is the clone, the Phase 2 clone helmet, which is, I really like this.
Yeah,
I really like the design of the Phase 2.
Absolutely.
So this is going to get a nice. Going to find like some sort of stand, you know, some mannequin head or something that I can put this on and get a nice display of this, because it's a belter. It's a belter, and it's yeah, I do like that. It's
cool.
Yeah, they've done the Ahsoka Tano version as well, but I was like, I can only have the one. That classic clone trooper helmet, no designation. That'll do.
Yeah,
that'll do for me.
Take it.
There's bonked it on my head there. See that? Bonked my head.
I agree. It's cool.
It's cool. And then, yeah, this is what I've been doing today. This is what I've been doing with my weekend. I am currently in the process of building a Lego construction.
That's cool.
Yeah. So I'm not even halfway through.
Are you going to be one of those guys who has an entire Lego town in your downstairs?
I would like to. I mean, that module case, did you see the Lego town in the module case?
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, that's the plan for downstairs is to get a couple more of those going. There's four elements that have been taken up, 4 module cases taken up with Lego there. But yeah, I mean, I would love to have I've been like checking out like Brixie's videos and stuff like that, and just seeing these sweeping Lego cities in basements, and I'm just like, oh, I want one.
Did you see this Lego? I got to show you this Lego set. Here, I'll put it in the. What if I
It's
can
not
put it
the Little Mermaid Clam Slam, is it?
in? No.
The Great Clam Slam or something. I don't know what they.
No.
I don't know what they want to call it. I don't know what they want to call it.
But I want to get this.
Oh, hello. Okay, let's. Hello. Now we're talking.
Yeah.
Look at this.
Oh yeah. Look at that.
Wow.
That's
Does
really
that lend
dope.
itself to like
Yep.
a Lego build? Is this actually official Lego or
No.
fake? Like
No. But it's the prototype is
Ooh.
designed with a reference to the famous Viper.
Yeah.
The spacecraft is composed of 2,691 easy to install parts.
Wow.
Yeah. It's pretty neat.
Yes, it is.
Pretty neat.
Ooh.
Yeah.
That does ship to the UK as well.
Yeah.
That is beautiful. How much is that? Currently unavailable.
Oh, really?
Well, that's what it says on Amazon. Currently unavailable.
On my Amazon, you can buy it. It's in stock.
God damn it, Leroy. Let's see. Let's see if I go to let me go to the UK one, because that was the US one I was on.
Yeah.
Let me go to the UK one. Pump it in here. Let's see. Did it come up? We don't get it over here.
Oh.
Boo! Okay, damn. That looked awesome.
Yeah.
A lot. Yes, I got my my Cisco just over there, because I had my Cisco in the chair, because I posted a picture. I actually posted the picture of the chair with Cisco in it on Insta yesterday. Cheeky.
Yeah, you know what? This isn't getting the greatest reviews. Maybe it's probably best not to get it. But it looks
really
cool. Yeah.
What issues are they saying?
It says that it didn't come with all the pieces. There's some missing pieces, and a lot of it falls apart.
Ooh,
Although,
okay.
Mine was missing a few parts. The stickers require being cut out of the paper manually, and they were folded in transit. So the largest has crease marks, but the set is impressive. I love the cockpit. The display cradle was another unexpected benefit.
Oh.
And the ship is massive. It could fit a small action figure in the cockpit. Oh, maybe it'd be worth getting.
Who knows? Who knows?
It still looks cool.
Should we go through a couple of supers?
Yeah, you got super duperies, a lot of them.
Yeah, I got some super duperies. Let's go through some. Eddie Brock with a €2 fee says Mila Kunis might be the thing in the MCU's Fantastic Four.
Really? Might be the thing. I think she's the thing.
She's all right.
She's a very good thing.
She's a good thing. Let's see the news. Oh my god, this is legit. Fantastic Four, Mila Kunis rumored to be up for the role of the Thing.
Oh, come on. You can't not make the Thing Ben Grimm.
Look, to be honest with you, self-saboteur as much as you want. Do it. You're not going to win anyone over. You're not going to win a single fucking person over. You're just going to alienate more and more people. No pun intended. You're just going to alienate more and more people. That's all you're going to do.
Yep.
Martino Schmaune. The suave sweat. The suave sweat. With a 50 Swiss francs and lots of love heart smiley faces. I know the OG crew back in the house today.
Here we are.
Dad's
we are.
born to be kings. We're the princes of the universe.
And we are.
I'm looking forward to June Part 2. I know that one had nothing to do with June Part 2, but it just made me remember about June. Dad's Den of Pop Culture with the $5 says, was there a G1 Transformer episode that made you have to get a particular figure? I used to have like weird, not weird, but I used to have very specific taste. Like when I got my first Transformer, I got Sideswipe because the Lamborghini Countach was my favorite car at the time. I needed to get Swindle part of the combat because I just loved the look of it. Just this mini sort of Megatron guy. So I needed to get that. Nightbird is up there. There's Nightbird, who's going to be in Rise of the Beasts for some reason.
Why not?
Why not? Fuck it, throw it all in. Just throw it all in the pot. When I saw, because I couldn't even remember that episode until I rewatched season 1 and 2 the other day, the other week, and I was just like, oh yeah. And now I just saw that the masterpiece is the goddess. I was like, oh, I got a Nightbird. But yeah, Hot Rod would be this. As soon as I saw Hot Rod, I was like, I must have this Transformer. Must have it. I just thought Hot Rod had such a cool design. Oh. Okay, I've got a good news and a bad news. Okay, here's the good news. This is the G1 looking Hot Rod.
It is, yeah.
This is also the bad news as well. Here, let me just get my big head out. There you go. This is actually the Hasbro Transformers the movie Hot Rod, which is done in the G1 style. Couple of changes. These are no longer have the stickers on them. No longer have the stickers on the side. The bad news: the build quality of this is dog shit.
Oh, that's too bad.
The arms keep falling off because they're not fixed in properly here. They're just like clicked in on a couple of plastic knobs. So when you transform it, half the time it just keeps popping. These keep popping off. Yeah, the build. This isn't die cast anymore. That's now just plastic. And this was like 35 quid. And
wow.
the build quality is terrible.
I hate when that happens.
Yeah.
Do not.
So I was like really excited to get it. Oh, and didn't even want to get it out of its box. But when it arrived, the box was all dented and damaged in the front. Because what they'd done is they pack it full of the the protective stuff, but they put the thing up against the side of the box first. Then they pack around it.
Yeah.
So if it gets hit from the side, where's its protection? An idiot. So I opened it up because the box was damaged and I didn't want to open it up. And I opened it up and I was just like, oh, the build quality is absolutely appalling. So yeah, Hasbro, they're not doing so well at the moment. Not doing so good. And yeah, but they are returning back to the plastic windows due to probably a shit ton of cancelled orders.
Yeah. Well, they got to keep their customers happy, man. We gotta get stuff that we deserve. And if they're not going to make good stuff, then we're not going to buy it.
35 quid is a lot of money.
It's a lot of money.
pay for a G1 reissue.
Yeah.
That's made as cheap as it fucking can be.
Yeah. But then people won't buy them eventually.
I know, but that's just it. Because there's more in that range that I was gonna get, and now I'm just like, no, because I've got some proof of the pudding here, and if I could just prop this up and keep it in the corner and keep it quiet and whatnot.
Yeah.
But if let's say I bought that for my nephew or something to play with, it'd be broken. It'd be broken in a week, and it wouldn't be the nephew's fault. It'd be this shoddy, shitty quality.
Yeah.
Maxim M with a £5 says, when you have to touch plastic, do it with Az and Robert. Now get the toys out, boys. Oof. Oh, I have. I'll tell you what, though, I have ordered.
What have you ordered?
I have ordered some of the McFarlane Flash Batman.
They're
stuff.
pretty cool. Those McFarlane, the new DC stuff they're doing it's really good.
I do have quite a bit of the McFarlane Batman orientated stuff.
Yeah.
Which is pretty good. So I got a Keaton 7-inch. Got an Affleck 7-inch. I got a Keaton 12-inch, ladies. Yeah, I got those three are on the way. On the way, Ray. Big Talon 256 with a $10 says, hey, Az and Robert, I have a 1 in 6 question for both of you. Why is it there's not many third-party Star Wars figures? I'd love to see a 1 in 6 Starkiller, Revan, Jaina Solo, Mara Jade, etc.
Probably because Disney's very litigious.
Yes.
I mean, it's the one franchise, one IP that I think they'll diligently protect. So people don't want to. I mean, it's so funny. Like, you look at So Toys, if they make a Kingpin, no one cares. It's like,
yeah,
Boss Man, and that figure's great. That's So Toys. Yeah, it's so great, and just nobody cares because no one's ever gonna make, no licensee is ever gonna pay to make that figure, and they're never gonna make it as good as So Toys did anyway. And it's interesting that I think I would love to do. I mean, I would love to talk with, like, the fact that Jazz Inc. was able to get a license from Warner Brothers to make DC stuff is amazing to me. It's amazing to me, and at the same time, they're still making unlicensed Star Wars stuff. I mean, it's and they're making environments because the reason I think no one goes after Jazz Inc. about this stuff is no one else is making 6-scale Star Wars environments. If there was a company that was licensing out Star Wars to make 6-scale environments, then they would be compelled to act, and they would have to go to Jazz Inc. and clamp down on them. But they know that there is no licensee that's doing it. And so what their 6-scale things that Jazz Inc. is making is doing is fueling the sales of licensed 6-scale product from Hot Toys, Hasbro, Sideshow, whatever. And I think that's pretty genius. And I think that's why Disney's has never gone after Jazz Inc., because there is no other licensee in the world that's paying them a fee to license these things out. And then the licensees that, like, look, it's amazing to me that no licensor made a Brandon Routh. I mean, maybe somebody did in 12 scale, a Brandon Routh Kingdom Come Superman. But that's why So Toys makes one and no one cares, because there's no other licensee that's making a 6-scale Brandon Routh. And it's not called that anyway, but they could go after these companies, but they don't, as long as you're not infringing on someone's license to make something.
Yeah.
Then I think or if you repop something that a licensee is not going to make again. Like, I got that Juice Girl Hela, the Thor Ragnarok Hela.
Yeah.
Because I never got that figure, and it was cheaper, and it's almost a repop of the Hot Toys one, so I bought that anyway. But it's interesting to see, you look at a company like X06, and I'm sure as part of their agreement they had to make Discovery figures, and I think that They have to, because the licensee says, okay, if you want the Star Trek license, you have to make these Discovery figures. And what's really interesting, it's really telling that those 2 figures of Burnham and Saru didn't sell. I mean, it should tell you something. And I always have new, like, modern Star Trek fans are always yelling at me or calling me a sexist or some kind of ist or phobe because I don't like.
First time,
I don't. Yeah, I know. I don't like. I know, right? But the thing is, the proof is in the pudding. People are not buying those things. The model kits didn't sell.
Yes.
The Eaglemoss ships didn't sell because they're not, one, they're not good designs, and two, I mean, they're not good characters. They're not indelible. They're not going to last. They're not going to serve. And I don't begrudge anybody that likes Discovery and it's the first time. There's a lot of people the first time they're ever going to experience the Star Trek franchise is because of Discovery or Strange New Worlds or Picard seasons 1 and 2. And I wouldn't want to take the enjoyment somebody has discovering the franchise away from them because it'll lead them to the rest of the franchise. And I think that's fine. But that stuff isn't iconic. And I think that's a problem. And when you see those kinds of things, like which toys are selling and which aren't, it seems silly, but that's a good indicator about whether or not your show is successful, especially if it's part of a long 57-year IP like Star Trek is. If you look at what sells and what doesn't sell.
Sideshow still trying to get rid of their Captain Marvels.
Oh, yeah.
From Endgame.
Right. Yep.
And before, from her movie and Endgame, it's they're still trying to shift those. I think they've currently got another offer on it to try and get rid of them.
Well, that's what's really interesting. Like I was talking about, like I liked the Captain Marvel movie more than most people did because I liked the Skrulls. I liked Sam Jackson. I liked seeing a lot of what was in there, and I liked the character of Carol Danvers. Like, one of my favorite comics of all time is Avengers Annual 10, when Rogue steals Carol Danvers' powers, and it's the first appearance of Rogue when she's part of the Brotherhood of Evil Mutants. And I like that. I think Hot Toys did a great job on those Carol Danvers figures. I mean, they're good figures, but the problem is, when you have an actress that is not very likable in that role, and I mean, it's really telling that they didn't give her a Captain Marvel too. It's telling that I mean, if you're Brie Larson and you're an Academy Award winning actress and your first movie made $1 billion at the worldwide box office and your next movie, you have to team up with actors that were TV stars.
But
I mean,
context matters.
Well, yeah,
that movie did not do $1 billion because of that movie being $1 billion movie.
No, but I think what it did show is that a lot of mothers and daughters went to see it. Really served a female audience, and women turned out in droves to see that movie. And it was also nestled between Infinity War and Endgame, so people went to see that. And I mean, I liked seeing the Skrulls growing up reading Marvel comics, but it's funny to me, the thing that I'm most interested in, because I read the scripts, early versions of the scripts, is Secret Invasion. And to me, Secret Invasion took everything I was interested in Captain Marvel and put it in a TV show. And you know who's not in Secret Invasion? Carol Danvers.
Yeah.
And it's interesting. And because you look at this stuff and you can't force. I mean, we're now living through a time when this idea to be like, I think it's great that we hear more and more voices and telling stories we haven't heard, but you can't take iconic, these long-standing symbols that have been in our culture, comic book characters or heroes, and you can't subvert. It does not work when you subvert them in various ways to try and speak. What is your messaging? When you turn Luke Skywalker into an idiot hermit so you can replace him with a female character that did not earn her place, and it's interesting that they're trying to do this, and in our society it's not working, this messaging, because what they're doing is, like, I have nothing against female characters. I love Ripley. I love Buffy the Vampire Slayer. And I don't care. I love people. If you have like, look, when I was watching Django Unchained, the Tarantino movie, Jamie Foxx kicked ass in that movie. I don't care if somebody's black, white, straight, gay. Give me a great character that's well written.
Yeah.
And
It's
what's
well written.
yeah, and what's happening is they're swapping out their agendas for great characterization and great storytelling. And the thing that I want to ask everyone is, why do they think they're the ones that should be doing this kind of messaging? You know,
Narcissism.
well, yeah, and it's a weird thing, because what ends up happening is it doesn't work. And the Monica Rambeau character this is what was fascinating to me. The Monica Rambeau character, as we saw her in WandaVision, she was my Captain Marvel. My female Captain Marvel was her in the 80s.
Mhm.
The black Captain Marvel with the fro and the black and white outfit. I love that version of Captain Marvel. She fought in the Secret Wars, in the 80s. And it's like, you already have this. Why didn't you go with that character? Why did you give us? I mean, I understand Brie Larson's an Academy Award winner, but that version of Carol Danvers has not worked. Her comic books didn't sell, and
No.
they keep trying to push that character. And it's so funny when they have an actual character that's been around for 40 years, a black female Captain Marvel, and they didn't use her.
Nope.
And I'm like, well, you had that character.
But they don't use the gay characters, which have been created for decades. They keep wanting to turn straight characters gay instead.
Well, it's weird. Like, North Star of Alpha Flight was he was supposed to be one of the first gay comic book characters, and when they were going to have him come out, instead they literally made him a fairy, like fairy folk. And then later they established him as a gay character. But North Star was always designed to be that. And they were chicken when he was supposed to come out of the closet, in the 80s. But they chickened out. And then they eventually rectified that. But it's such a weird thing, like what they're doing in the comic books to like Superman or the son of Superman.
Robin, Tim Drake.
And it's weird because
Aqualad.
There are places where storytelling, they're comic book characters. There's not a lot, to me, having like graphic sex scenes in DC and Marvel comics and addressing sexuality is kind of counterproductive because of what the characters are. Just like I think having sex scenes in Star Trek episodes, and I'll tell you, even hearing bad language in Star Trek, I mean, Star Trek to me is kind of, if I was a kid and there were F-bombs being dropped in Star Trek episodes,
canonically there should not be swearing.
Very adult themes. I don't know if my parents would have let me watch it.
Even on a canonical level, there shouldn't be swearing.
Yeah, and it's not because I'm certainly not a prude. I swear like a sailor. But in Star Trek, it's a 4-quadrant show. When it's dealing with thoughtful philosophical issues, I loved it as a kid. I love it as an adult. And when they put that kind of language in it, it feels forced.
Yes.
And it's just bad, using bad language in Star Trek. There are certain places where things belong and certain places where they don't belong. And just like, when you see like Captain Pike in bed with his girlfriend, I'm like, this is gratuitous. First of all, unless it's a story beat, unless you're learning something about the plot, why is it in there? And because Star Trek is not a franchise that supports graphic sex scenes. It just isn't. And not because I'm a prude. It's just that the story, just like Star Wars doesn't either. Can you imagine if they had a Star Wars show with a graphic sex scene in it?
Could you just imagine if they I don't know, let me just pull this one out of my ass. They had a character, some guy that wanted to fuck robots. And he would fuck his robot.
And what if that was a legacy character? I mean, that was. I mean, it's amazing that was even allowed to get by. And it's look, I love all different kinds of sexuality in movies if it works for the film. But injecting stuff into franchises, just like, you're not going to watch The Little Mermaid and expect to hear an F-bomb dropped in it.
No.
I mean, or a Pixar movie. You're not going to watch Wall-E and go, fuck this shit. You know, let's
Data
get off
said
this
shit
planet.
in Generations. Yes,
But-
Data did see shit. He was also going haywire because he couldn't control his emotion chip.
And also, the Enterprise D saucer section was about to crash land on a planet. So in that particular instance, it was actually funny because it was so unique that he said shit. If he was always swearing, it's just like
it wasn't a human saying shit though. It was the android. It was the android that was saying shit. That's what made it work.
And when you look at it, Star Trek 4 does the best. You know, what about dumbass? And Kirk says, well, double dumbass on you. You know, and then Spock says, you know, since we've been here, your choice of colorful metaphors.
Yeah.
It becomes, you know, it becomes a humorous thing where Spock's like, why are you talking like this, dude? You know, why are you saying? And well, and Kirk's like, well, that's just how they talk here.
Yeah.
I mean, and they make it into a joke and acknowledge that they just don't talk that way. And the more they inject that kind of colloquialism, it becomes people always throw that back at me, the Generations thing. And to me, the reason it works is because it happens once, and it happens once during a catastrophic event, and it's Data saying it, and it becomes a humorous thing, but it also reflects what the audience is thinking at that time, that the Enterprise D saucer section, this gigantic spaceship that we know and love, is going to crash land. And all of us in the audience were thinking, oh shit, right then too. Data was just voicing what we were all thinking.
Yeah.
You know, and it's a funny thing because, you know, I think that it's not understood. I think a lot of the time that people don't quite get that. And I found that the swearing, I mean, I know what they're trying to do, and the audio, the argument is that, well, you know, in a show like this, they would, or in the future, of course, they would probably swear. But within the paradigm that is Star Trek on TV, they've never done that before. People might, and when you do it, when someone says fuck or shit or whatever in Star Trek, it completely takes me out of it.
Every time.
Every single
time.
And when Data says it, it does not, because it's situational.
Yes.
And when Kirk says, well, double dumbass on you, it's a callback. He's repeating what was just said, and it is also humorous because they just don't talk like that in the future. And I can't help but bump, you know, every time somebody, because within the paradigm of Star Trek, that's why, you know, in the original series, they would insinuate that somebody just had sex. Like there's an episode called Wink of an Eye, and afterwards you see Deela brushing her hair and Kirk is pulling on his boots. You know, that's as close as they get. But if we were to see William Shatner getting busy in an R-rated sex scene, which we kind of saw Chris Pine with his shirt off in Star Trek 09, it felt out of place. It's like,
hey, look, he's with an Orion slave girl.
Right. And what was that messaging? And you know, if you watch the deleted scenes, Kirk doesn't even reprogram the Kobayashi Maru simulator himself. He seduces that woman and makes her do it for him. They cut that out of the movie, but they shot it. It was scripted and shot. And you look at that and go, so an Orion slave girl who's now at Starfleet Academy, you seduce her.
She's got manipulated through sex
to also commit a crime for you. I mean, it's so brain dead when you look at that stuff. It's so, and it gets me angry. And it's like, I get all these people want to inject their personal politics into something, and I get it. They want to live in a more just, verdant, and equitable world. I understand all of that, but you also have to look at what it is you're working in. You know, it was really illuminating to find out that the completion rate for Rings of Power was 37%. And for those people who don't know what that is, so a completion rate, this is very important to streamers.
In the US, this is.
Yeah, and it was 45% in Europe. But so a completion rate is how many people that start watching a streaming series actually finish all the episodes. Netflix, if a show has less than a 50% completion rate, or if it does have a 50, it's axed. Immediately, Netflix is like, it's done. because that shows that not enough people are watching. That's one of the indicators. Rings of Power, the most expensive TV show ever made, had a 37% completion rate. If Netflix didn't have so much money invested in it, it would have been canceled. And it's amazing to me. And in Europe, it was a 45% completion rate because Europe has more of a fantasy tradition anyway, more than America does.
But they're doubling down on season 2.
And well, I guess they kind of have to, but I mean,
no, they don't.
Well, yeah, you're right.
They can try and repair stuff. That's what they can try and do, but they're doubling down.
Yeah, and
good luck with that.
It's amazing to me that they don't just admit that Rings of Power was a mistake. They didn't have the right creative team. They didn't tell the right stories. They infected it with identity politics, and it's the kind of thing where and you don't have to say that. It's not my opinion. A 37% completion rate is the audience speaking.
Yes.
You failed to engage the audience. And Amazon is an American company buying a venerable, one of the great works, maybe obviously the greatest work of fantasy of the 20th century, Lord of the Rings, Tolkien's work. And you failed in achieving your goal. And rather than admit that, like you say, you're going to double down on what? Your audience completion rate was 37%. You failed. It's right there. And even if it's the greatest show in the world in season 2, you still failed because people aren't going to tune in.
Do you know whose fault it is that only 37% of people finished it?
I would be curious to hear who you say.
The audience's fault.
Right. Yeah.
That's because that's what we get back from, no responsibility been taken at all. Whenever something like this fails, and it's happening with great regularity nowadays.
Well,
it's always our fault. Always our fault.
That's the crazy thing. Like, there's such great television. You can look at Breaking Bad, you can look at House of the Dragon, you can look at Succession. Star Wars and Star Trek should be the Tiffany standard of televised science fiction and sci-fi and space opera. The best. And it isn't. And it could be and should be. When I watched Mandalorian season 3, I was like, I'm literally stunned. I'm like, okay, the idea of the Mandalorians retaking Mandalore is a great idea. But when you're watching this kind of cut rate bargain basement group of Mandalorians training next to water and a giant lizard monster comes out and eats one of them, and then another pterodactyl comes and steals a kid, I'm asking myself, why are they there? If there's why are you training in a place where there's wildlife that will kill you? Why not go to Mandalore itself? It's a pretty empty planet.
Answer that for you. I can answer that for you. You know why?
Please.
Because this is the way.
Oh man, and you just look at that, and the thing is, it's the audience. We all know the only reason people keep watching it is because we all love Star Wars. We love our Star Wars iconography.
Not anymore.
Well, yeah, and it's amazing to me when you watch. I don't know if you read the Kenobi novel. The Kenobi novel's pretty good, and I'm like, they already own it. Why didn't you adapt that? Why did you give us a Kenobi show that flew in the face of canon, that gave us Little Princess Leia? Like
we know why.
I know.
We know why.
I know. But ultimately, it turns out bad. If it's bad, it should be self-evident. These are bad shows. When you're sitting in an edit bay, when you're reading the scripts, you should know that this is bad. Don't make this.
That Kenobi show
started out pretty interesting.
No, it did not.
Well, I mean, I did
from start to finish. That show was abysmal, absolutely abysmal. And when you start off terrible, and you keep going in a downward trajectory to the point that even the 10-year-old girl at Celebration is ridiculing the fucking stupidity of it when they're trying to smuggle her out of the fucking base.
I know. Here's the thing. Well, I can only imagine what it was like to shoot that scene. Somebody had to set that up, and no one went, this is pretty stupid.
Remember, you more than anyone else, Robert, knows You're only as clever as your writers.
Yeah, but
Your plot, your script, your characters, they're only as clever as the writers. And we have imbeciles writing this. And it's insulting to a child's intelligence, because my childhood, I was watching Star Trek. That was my childhood.
Me too.
You know, I was
watching The Twilight Zone. I was watching Outer Limits. I was watching UFO, Space 1999, Captain Scarlet, Thunderbirds,
all of that stuff. That is me as a kid. And now they're being so patronized and just played down to. Oh, we need a kids cartoon for Star Trek, because we need the kids to relate.
Oh, I know. Do you know there's an episode of the Thunderbirds, a Super Marination show called The Martian Invasion, and it's about a film crew making a science fiction movie, and you see them smoking puppets. You know, they're smoking, and it's awesome. I mean, it's like when
that Captain Scarlet was some dark shit, man.
Dude, Captain Scarlet is the best.
People getting fucking deep sixed every episode
and taken over, and this is the voice of the Mr. I mean, it was but it's such a weird, like, when did we infantilize children? When did we, decide that we only have to give them, and when did we decide that all kids on TV have to be snarky assholes that know better than the adults? like, when I was a kid, it was always you watch like Partridge Family or Brady Bunch, and the kids would fuck up. And then the parents would come in and offer wise pearls, and kids learned a lesson. These days, the parents are idiots. And the kids are the smart ones.
Well, the adults are kids.
Yeah.
And the kids are dumb adults.
Yeah, it's very like weird.
I don't imagine you ever saw the Naomi show on the CW, but Jane Thier and I watched that, and it was insane to watch the way that the dynamic was with the parents and the child, because it is literally the child was acting like an adult, and the adults were treating her as if she was an adult on their level, and it just didn't in any capacity work. And the adults were literally there, like we'd joke that the adults were just like this, and then she would come into a scene and they'd be like, "Let's activate for the scene." Oh, how you doing, Naomi? How you doing? Oh, you going upstairs? No. Because there was nothing to them. Nothing to them. They literally just served to be in this little bubble of everything revolves around this character. Nobody had their own life. Every single character in that show existed to serve her needs and her wants. And it was so fucking... Anyway, let's get through some more soup. Matt Gillimet, so I hope that answers your question.
There we go.
Gillimet with a 2 Canadian 20. My 2 favorite YouTubers. Thank you.
Hello. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Die Dinks with a £2 says, perfect Saturday evening with Az and RMB. Much love. Much love to you tools. 41 Spaceman with an 8 Australian says, hey, Az and Robert, I got the Transformers movie 4K Steelbook. Me too.
Good for you.
It's the only good Transformers movie. Did you see Deadline yesterday saying they've just signed the actors who are going to star in the first ever Transformers animated movie?
They don't have the power.
They do not. They do not have the look either.
No. You know,
Arise. And no, go back.
but this is why more so than ever, authenticity matters.
Yes.
When you look at and read something like that, a cursory glance could at how many Transformers, go to the IMDb and how many Transformers movies are there? You'll see that there's Transformers the movie. And the voice of Orson Welles, the man who made Citizen Kane, is in it. And it's like, how do you not know that if you're a movie website, if you're a reporter?
Who voiced Galvatron?
Leonard Nimoy. Leonard Nimoy. Yeah. I mean, come on, man. You know, and this is, I think this is the real, and another thing that makes me so angry, if I can pop off about,
Pop
you know,
off, pop away.
you know, when Star Wars came back in the early 90s, they released the Thrawn trilogy of books, and Dark Horse released their Dark Empire comics. That alone, those two things, the Dark Empire comics and the Thrawn trilogy, had more than enough information for a brand new trilogy of movies. They could have adapted when Disney bought it. The first thing they should have done is hire somebody who has a working knowledge of all of the extended universe, all of the Star Wars stories that previously exist, and they could have adapted those books, and each one of them would have made $2 billion. You know, the Heir to the Empire books, or go the Dark Empire route. And with had Palpatine clones and had World Devastators and all kinds of great stuff. And they could have taken both of those books and combined them and made a very satisfying trilogy of movies. And instead, they never do that. And there's all of these greats, any franchise, Alien, Predator, the Alien versus Predator story that Dark Horse first published in comic form. Why doesn't they'll make the whole Marvel universe out of the comic books, and yet they won't look at a franchise like Alien and look at the comics that have been created for that for some reason, because it was a movie only, and they pass on all these great stories that could be adapted and make great movies that'll make a lot more money than the garbage they turn out.
But we know, again, you know why? I know why.
I know.
You know why.
But people are losing money.
I know. It's not about money, Robert. It's not about money. It's quite clear, because Kathleen Kennedy doesn't know a thing about Star Wars. It's about their message. It's about their ideology. That's what it's about. It's not her fucking money. She don't care. It's not her investment of the money. She's going to stay there. She's probably got enough dirt on these people to last her until she wants to retire. Robert Stack voice to Ultra Magnus. Somebody put Robert Stack is in Galvatron. No, that was Lyndon. Robert Stack. Yeah, but they're just literally, this is a play. This is a play toy for their ideology. So it was the same with Victoria Alonso. She was just completely ideologically driven, and and you know, a head had to roll. They got rid of her. I'm pretty sure they didn't get rid of her because of her ideological standpoint. They got rid of her because of her position in what she's meant to be doing, and the criticism that came along with that. Still gets herself a payday.
Yeah.
Truck driving gamer with a $20 says, "Hail as an RMB, as no gay. Just want to say you're my favorite part of FNT and Real BBC." Oh, thank you, man. I don't mind if it's gay either. I hope to meet you someday on Talk Nerd. Rob, I was just watching your alien chat with Drinker. Do you have your alien prop?
Yeah, you mean I call her Pearl, my 1-to-1 scale alien head.
Oh wow.
Yeah, I have it. It's in the room next door to me. But you're gonna be able to see that prop head, because I've got another camera mounted and I've got a stand I'm gonna put it on. So it's gonna be, because people keep asking about it, and her name is Pearl. Because she has a pearlescent head.
Hopefully it's not because you gave her a pearl necklace.
No, but that of course is the ongoing question on the Burnett work. The question is, you know, we often talk about interspecies relationships. So would you as a human being, I'll ask you this because we always ask this on the Burnett work on my YouTube channel. So would you fuck an alien?
No. Whoa. An alien as in a xenomorph?
No.
Or just an alien species?
An alien from a different world.
Well, I mean, there's been some very attractive aliens in the, you know, I mean, I would be open.
Okay,
I mean, if he was open, I'd be open.
Here's the thing. There's a spectrum of what you're attracted to.
Yes.
Spectrum. So the question that I always come to is, let's say an alien xenomorph had a devastatingly witty personality, and could you see yourself ever involved in a sexual relationship with a xenomorph from the Alien franchise?
No.
Why not?
Number one, I don't want to have my dick sulfuric acided off.
Let's assume that wouldn't happen.
I do not in any capacity find the xenomorph attractive.
See, that's where it comes down to. And I always love, because like I have a thing for Nebula, not just because I like Karen Gillan, but I would totally go there. I would go.
That's an interesting. That's a
Yeah.
weird one because I'd need to know what actually is functioning there.
Well, yes, but my first inclination would be I'd want to find out.
But Nebula looks different. Well, let's just pretend we're never when we mention comics, we're never talking about modern day stuff. But Nebula was different looking in the comics.
Well, yeah,
a lot more attractive looking in the comics.
Yeah.
Than on the screen, even though
she's still got a lovely
Karen Gillan-
face. Yeah.
Oh yeah. I mean, yeah, but if you're saying like a Twi'lek or something, I mean,
A jetpack laser penis does say he would boink a predator.
no. There's got to be, even in reality, you could have an absolute minger with the world's greatest personality. If you don't have that physical connection as well, it's never going to work.
Yeah, you have to find somebody.
That's when you get friends. That's when we can be friends. But attraction has to be both a physical and a mental attraction. It has to be a marriage of that, because it goes the other way. That you could meet the most beautiful woman in the world, incredible, rocking body, everything. But if it ain't there,
right? Yeah,
it's very short-lived. You could fuck it, you could tap it, you could go back for fucking seconds. Please, sir, can I have some more? More? Yes, more of that ass. You could definitely go back for more, but ultimately that ain't going anywhere. Because if it ain't there,
it's true.
It ain't gonna work.
But see, now this is an intriguing drinking in a bar question. You can always bring this question up, and you'll see. It's like where would you go? Where would you draw the line? Somebody said Groot. If there was a female Groot, I'd be like, maybe.
I'm not fucking a tree. I'm not fucking a tree. I think to me it would have to be humanoid.
Yeah.
You had extra arms and extra legs, and I'm sort of getting a little bit got to be humanoid. Like I would, you'd bed a Vulcan in blink of an eye,
no question.
An Andorian woman, yeah, no problem. Orion woman, whatever.
Sandy Q asks the Lizard Lord Diana from the V miniseries.
Well, when she's got the kit on,
yeah. I don't know. I might try her out if she takes.
When she's got the human skin on.
Yeah, I mean, maybe I'd see how it was. See how compatible we could be.
Now, species, that's a weird one,
Yeah, I mean, it's tough. It's tough.
Because you'd die, but
yeah.
Oh,
but
well.
It's a fun question. What is the spectrum? How far would you go?
What you need to do is you need to create a list. You need to compile a list of alien species with a tick box. And then we need to then you need to put it up online, and then we need to play, tick, so it starts off nice and easy. Vulcan. Tick. Yeah, I'll fucking Vulcan. Yeah, then you got to gradually go, and you got to see where people check out. You got to see where people just this is too rich for my blood.
Yeah.
Gamora, no problem. Consider it already banged.
Right.
No issue at all. David Grimes has been a sorcerer for 13 months. Says, "Hail, Araz and Rob. What is an order you made that you were excited for, but when you got it, you were disappointed with? Finally got my Wonder Woman and love it." Oh, I cancelled my Wonder Woman 1984. But I absolutely love my Golden Armored one.
Oh, it's great. And I've got this figure right here, Kingdom Come Superman.
Yeah.
Mine's
up there. Mine's just there.
Yeah, I'm going to put them together.
There you go. There's mine.
It's such a great figure.
Oh, yes. So, yes, I'm going to put those two together. And not ironically, that's not the right word, but coincidentally, I actually have the armored Batman from Kingdom Come McFarlane toy, though, there.
Right. Right.
I would love a 1 in 6 of that if you could, please. Anything that's come I've been disappointed. I was actually disappointed with the Brandon Routh Superman.
So.
Yeah, the body was abysmal, absolutely abysmal.
Yeah.
And I was surprised because So normally pretty good, pretty damn good. So I was just like, what is this fucking crappy ass body on it?
It's true.
CD Messer with a $5 says, as you're the most American sounding Englishman from New Zealand I've ever had the pleasure to watch. From MILF Manor to The Witcher, you're the best. Thank you. that MILF Manor was something, man. Martino Shimone with a 10 Swiss says, upper caps. Check. Okay, it's just checking. It's working. Okay, good. Martino Simone again with another 50 Swiss says, please don't apologize. You give me so much already.
That's true.
Oh, no. Martino Simone with another 10 Swiss says, Robert and Az meet up at Port Marion. There you go. Yeah.
I know. If I come to the UK, we should do that.
Maybe one day. We'll see. I mean, I like that idea.
How far away is Port Marion from you?
It's just about 3.5 drive.
Oh, come on, let's go, dude. It's like driving to Vegas.
Yeah, I can barely walk to my fucking end of my street, mate. DeBeast with 5 gifted memberships. Thank you, DeBeast. Ulysses Valenzula. I'm sorry, mate. I fucked up your name. Ulysses. We'll just do that. With a $5 says, Gary, I'm going to visit you. As I'll send you to a hotel. RMB. I'm coming to visit you. As I'll show you my big long storage.
Hey, we're gonna have a great time in that storage locker. I want to see.
You just go rummage. 421 Spaceman with an 8 Australian says, you guys know of a good place online in Australia to buy a decent G1 Optimus Prime statue. I don't know about in Australia, but you could try Spec Fiction.
Mm-hmm.
Go to Spec Fiction, sideshow.com. You know, these are good. These are not in Australia. How the would I know what to buy in Australia? But you could still get yourself a decent one from there. But yes, you would be having to have it shipped across. Dinks has been a sorcerer for a month. Says, as if I win the Euro Millions, I'm buying you a house. That's fine. I'll let you do that. I will let you do that. I have no direct family, so I would spend my money on someone who's worth it. You are cool. Just a nice little place. When I say little place, budget of let's say $500,000. Just saying. Although I was on rightmove.com today and I saw this really nice place, very close to me, 1.5 million. If you're offering,
and you could have shelves built into the walls, like
right.
You know.
Dude, I can't afford a 1.5 million house, right? So I'm playing around. I'm doing my let's look at the lovely houses, and it's really close by this 1.5 million house. I was looking at it, it's like fucking this is nice. But at the bottom of the page, it just says if you were to put down a 10% deposit mortgage, 10% deposit over a 25-year period, this will be your payments every month. So guess what? If you were to buy this 1.1 million pounds,
right,
not dollars. So let's just say it's $1.75 million. If you were to put a 10% deposit down on a 25-year mortgage, do you want to guess what your mortgage payments each month would be approximately?
10,000 pounds a month.
$10,000, you would have been right. Yeah. It'd be about $10,000 a month.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And over the course of, because of the interest, you would end up probably paying like $2.5 million or $3 million total.
Yeah, I think the interest is at 5.6.
Yeah.
And then of course interest rates, so you don't know, who knows where interest rates are going to go. But yeah, that was just oh man, okay.
Yeah, it's brutal.
Okay. But die, I'll take a house.
Yeah, so the thing is to buy a house if you know that you're going to come into some cash, like maybe you're going to inherit some family money or something, then it makes sense.
We ain't got no money in this family.
Yeah, otherwise you're going to wind up po. You're going to be very po.
Very po. I opened another bank account. Obviously, I have a bank account. I opened up another bank account purely to start squirreling money into that to start saving up for a mortgage deposit.
That's good.
It's on it. I got the idea is like 2 years worth of saving, squirreling as much as I can. So the answer is always yes. Is now going to be not so much. Not so much, but I haven't bought anything this month anyway. So those little things I got from that website today, that'll probably be my treat for the month.
I always talk about how I'm gonna stop collecting stuff. I've been saying it for years, but I think I'm reaching that point.
This is one thing I wanted to talk to you about actually. Streamlining.
Yeah.
I'm seriously considering, and when I get some time, I'm going to speak to my stepbro about brother-in-law about this. Is streamline? I was talking to George about streamlining, thinking about streamlining, and now I've been collecting like a fucking crazy person in the last 3 or so years, to the point where my house became a fucking warehouse. Right. And I'm sleeping with boxes on my bed and tubs on my bed and shit like that because the whole room's full, and then this whole room's full, and then downstairs is all fucking full, and then the kitchen's fucking.
So you're a hoarder, is what you're saying?
It got out of hand, but we're in the COVID period, so you couldn't go out, you couldn't do anything.
Yeah.
So he got lost control. Lost control.
That's one word for it.
My brother-in-law has come up over the course of the last year. We've sorted the house. I can now move. We've got a storage, things are in storage, all that sort of stuff. But it's focused me on what I actually want to collect, because I was getting all sorts of fucking shit, all sorts of shit, and Transformers, very specific. And I have a very specific direction about where that's going. Like all those Transformers, they're actually just the pre-Transformers the movie G1 Autobots. And I'm still filling it out. Still got Blaster to go. Still got there's a few still to go. Oh, and I've got Omega Supreme just behind me, by the way, who can't fit into a module case.
Right.
It's too big. I was like, shit. Lego, another one. And then, the things like there's a very specific 1-in-6s, like my Star Trek 1-in-6s. Oh, yes. My Iron Man, my die-cast Iron Man, yes. My Batman, yes. Or something Bat-related, yes. And I'm just like, oh, yeah, I've got no girlfriend to fucking tap me for cash. Winning. I just like... Marvel have killed me. They've just killed my interest in any of this business. So I'm thinking, there's a point where I'm going to take I've got to be brutal. I've got to go to the storage and I'm going to be like, right, let's get this out. I need to liquidate. It's going to get liquidated. Liquidate. Start getting that storage to go down.
Well, it's funny. If I feel the same way, I have tons of stuff in boxes. It's like, if you can't enjoy it, if you're not displaying stuff and you're not seeing it, and because you collect, you put stuff in warehouse, a storage locker, or whatever. Why are you doing that? You've spent hundreds and hundreds, thousands of dollars on stuff that you're not even enjoying.
Mm-hmm.
Why have it? Like, what do we? It's such a weird. It's such a weird thing. And my whole thing is I'm getting to the point where, you know, I like getting like cool, like my space battleship Andromeda that's 4.5 feet long. That's really cool. I can't wait to finish it and have it displayed just because I love that ship so much.
Yeah.
And like that and the two other ships I have from Space Battleship Yamato or Star Blazers, that's like enough. And I feel like I don't need, it used to be like I wanted every hot toy figure.
Yes.
And now it's like, no, I'll make a team. I'm like, this is what I want. And I don't need anything more. I
Christian,
guess.
that's great. Dude, Christian says raffle some off for charity. That's awesome. Charity begins at home.
I'm my favorite charity.
Yeah. Charity begins at home. Oh, that'll be me then. Great. Okay. Yeah, there's just, you know, just reduce what's down in storage to ultimate, because, you know, I'm paying for storage every month.
Yep.
So I'm paying for stuff to be stored that I'm not even getting appreciating.
Yeah. Oh, I know.
But it's that or having a fucking warehouse, you know, no. And, you know, this has allowed me to kind of focus myself a little bit, you know. So, like, there's some of the statues I want to get back, you know, get again.
Yeah.
You know, I want to sort of blend my statues with my figurines and stuff. And so, yeah, I'm gonna have to get brutal. And then the money raised from that, put it in the mortgage fund.
Yeah.
Put it in the mortgage fund. Because then it's going to go to something that I'm working towards, you know? And the better, the more I can get in deposit, the better it'll be when I go looking for a mortgage and what not. So, you know, yeah, I got to, it's about focusing. It's a 2-year plan. I'm only a couple of months in. 2-year plan. I'm only a couple of months in. It's 2-year plan.
Mm-hmm.
Tim France with a 12-month sorcerer says, "Hail Paz. Hail Robert. Keep being magnificent, you righteous lads." Oh, Jesus.
Well, that's very nice.
Oilers Workshop with a $2 says, "Did you see the Mars Toys Willy Wonka preview?"
Ooh,
I did not.
No.
But I've stopped getting third parties for the most part.
I you know what I pre-ordered? I pre-ordered Matt Damon from The Martian.
Oh.
I had
if you said Team America, I would have gone paste.
Oh no, because I love The Martian. And that figure's really good.
That's science, this shit.
I'm gonna put them up with my Wandering Earth figures.
Oh, my Wandering Earth figures are in my bedroom. They're actually displayed in my bedroom. They're one thing
those
I
figures
did not
are amazing.
Yes, they are. They're incredible.
Did you get all 3 of them?
Absolutely.
See, I don't have the third one. I gotta get the third one.
And I've also ordered the 2 figures from Future Earth, Future,
yeah, Future War, whatever.
Future War, yeah,
those figures are great.
They look awesome.
Yeah.
So I got those 2 on order as well. So those they'll be happy. Yeah. So my Wandering Earth 3 stood next to my Ishtala doll, who's there. Also, I'd like to focus on to get back into the retro game business. I like a little bit of retro game. So if I manage to get myself a house,
yeah,
you know, I'd like a room, obviously a computer room. I'd like some display room, and if possible, gaming room, chill room. You know, chillax, and you know, and obviously, fuck pad.
You need it. Yes.
But when I'm fucked, knackered.
Oh, right. Sure.
Yeah.
That's
Batsy41 with a 2 Canadian 20. You guys made my day. Thank you. Thank you for watching, dude.
You're
Beaufort T-Shooks Taste with a $50. Says Picard season 3 was a great goodbye for all of us real Trek fans. A goodbye none of us thought we would get. It's some money for your hot toys addiction. Lovely. Love you, gents. Thank you, Buford. I mean, he's not wrong. He's not wrong.
No.
I've impulsively bought £400 worth of shit today.
Yeah, but you're a better man.
I tell you what, I'm looking forward to that fucking chess set.
Yeah.
So I think I'm going to get a little table for my front room. I think chess set. on the table, coffee table in my front room.
You should, damn it. 100%.
Then I'm going to play with myself. Chess.
Right.
Chess. You know?
Sure.
Rook to pawn 5. Mega reacts with a $5. Says season 3 of Picard was a solid 6 out of 10, which is a huge improvement from previous seasons, which were a 2 out of 10. I got to disagree with you there. There was 0s out of 10, not 2. I don't know where you got 2 points from. I gave season 3 7.5 out of 10, which is, I mean, I work off a proper scale though. You know,
right.
not an IGN 7 out of 10. You know, 5 is average. 5 out of 10 is average because that's what it is. So that's my kind of scale. 7 out of 10, that says that's good. That's good. Because I did have issues with it. There were issues. We would discuss one of them. Swearing. Stop it. Way too much violence in it. You needed to calm that down a bit as well. And some of the story went a bit wibbly wobbly in places. However, for the most part, I was always looking forward to watching the next episode. I was always engaged with the characters. I thought the acting was completely on point. I thought that even towards the end, Patrick Stewart actually felt like Picard.
Oh yeah, and you know, I really think that what I loved about it was, you know, Picard and Rolaren having a conversation they wanted to have for 30 years, and Riker talking about, you know, watching the death of his son. I mean, and how he sort of rediscovered wonder in that 4th episode when the creatures were born in space, and all of the
like
things
that.
And you know, and even Jack Crusher, you find out he's the first naturally born Borg because of, and that was something that I thought was really interesting as far as the mythology was concerned. And I really loved,
all made sense when it came together. It all made sense based off stuff which was in TNG.
Absolutely. And also the conversation Beverly has with Picard about why she says, look, I lost my parents to space.
Was the best one.
Yeah, I lost my husband to space. I lost my son to space, and I wasn't going to lose my other son to space. You know, I wanted him with me. And the fact that she went off and became essentially a doctor without borders, you know, working in and out of the rough and tumble frontier of the outer rim of the Federation, I thought was a great thing to do. And it was really, that was a really interesting thing because, you know, everybody wants, in my mind, the reason that people said, well, Rob, because now a bunch of people are coming after me saying, oh, Star Trek Picard, it was terrible and this, that, and the other thing. And no one's talking about the emotional content of the characters. The fact that, you know, Geordi being a father, he's got one daughter that's been kind of running away from him and another daughter he's kept close to the vest. And even them having reconciliation. And, you know, it's what happens when people grow and change and move beyond who they were. And in the Next Generation, those characters were essentially written as archetypes. They couldn't change. They had to be the same. Even when Picard goes and you get one episode like Family or The Inner Light, but then they never bring any of that stuff up again until maybe later. You'll see one mention with the Reskin flute. And I thought they really did a good job of taking these characters and showing us what would they really be like 30 years after we'd seen them for the first time. And from that perspective, the actors did such a wonderful job. There was real emotional content in that show. I was, like you said, totally engaged. Couldn't wait to see the next episode. I thought it was great, and everyone else is just like nitpicking it to death. And I'm like, you're not even talking about the things that made the show great. So,
yeah, I mean, if you want to nitpick, you can pull any thread, and unravel any thread.
100%.
If you sometimes you do have to just go with it. Yeah, and I think in this case it was a show that absolutely had the right intentions, had the right ideas, and 100%. So yeah, sure, there are a few things which like meh, but you're like that's fine. Let's just whatever, you know, in service of the plot, whatever. I'll go with that. But yeah, it was streets ahead of anything that had. It's the best thing since the end of Enterprise.
Yeah, for sure.
Robert McDonald, the $20 says, who angry is making the mature wolf from Picard? Who angry is making the mature wolf from Picard? I'm reading this verbatim.
I think they're asking.
Okay, hold on. We got
Exo 6 is making a Worf.
Yeah, okay, yeah. It's got a super chat underneath it for another $5 saying stupid texted talk. Shouldn't have tried it while driving. Of course, the word angry wasn't supposed to be in the last message. Who is making the mature wharf from Picard? XO6, EXO6, and it's -6. So it's XO6 hyphen, it says XO hyphen EXO. I should be careful on that one. EXO is how you spell EXO -6.com. And it's not out for pre-order yet, but it's being showed off as coming soon.
Yeah, and I think it's going to be one of those ones where you'll be able to order it and you'll have it in like a month.
Yeah, and they have sometimes they release and they're in stock. Like we buy this motion picture Kirk now.
Yep.
I've got 2 of them.
Because
I needed to get one out. I needed to display one, but I wanted one that one that it's just like you're never getting open. You are
the box for those. The boxes for those are incredible.
They work on the Spock. Yeah, I've got a Kirk and Spock. I've got a little Star XO6 thing going on downstairs.
Yeah.
As I should, absolutely. SJ Almighty with a £1.50 Diamond Geezer super sticker. And SJ Almighty with a £1.50 behind the scenes clapperboard for Robert.
Well, thank you. I appreciate that.
Truck driving gamer has been a saucer for 3 months. Says fucking scissoring. Gary Walker with a 35-month barb. Thank you, Gary. Kenny Justice with a $10 says, "Hail as and Robert, I have a question."
We have an answer. I'm sorry, I'm playing with my little Eaglemoss.
Play away.
Little shuttles.
They are tiny. They're cute though. Is a Deadpool 1 in 6 for $100, I would guess, a good price?
Yes.
Yes.
If it's a hot toy, absolutely.
Yeah,
it's a great hot toy too.
Also, would like to shout out Tiny Littles, who makes 3D figures and paints them 100% new to YouTube. Give them a chance. Tiny Littles, if you want to see what all that is about, folks. But yeah, if that's a hot toy for $100, Deadpool, snap it up. That's worth about $400 or $500.
Yeah, get some.
Andrew Matthews with a £5 says, RMB, I see you missed the meetup in Vegas. Did your adorable puppies call?
No, I was at the meetup in Vegas. I just got there late. That's where I met George. I met George. The meetup in Vegas, I have to say, was an incredible event. Everybody was so nice. There was a guy who flew in from the Philippines.
Yeah, so I heard. Crazy fuck.
I met a guy from Edmonton, nice guy, who rode his motorcycle down from Edmonton, Canada to Vegas. Yeah. I mean, it was talk about, it was like being in the Nexus. It was like being wrapped in joy. No, everybody was so nice. And it was at this cool bar called the Millennium Fandom Bar, which is a total geek bar. They even have like a neon Klingon symbol on the wall. I mean, it was a really great venue, and it was great. And I'll tell you, one of my favorite people in the world is Gary's wife. She and I had a long conversation. Yeah. She is so nice and so cool, and so is Gary, by the way. Gary's the nicest guy in the world.
I talk to him very regularly, believe it or not.
he's just the best. And I wish I'd gotten. We were covering CinemaCon, and then we had a dinner afterwards. So I left the dinner as soon as it was over and got down there, and it was still it was raging. I got there was like 100 people outside. It was awesome. It was awesome, and it was funny. I got to meet the lovely X-ray girl, and who's a babe. And I said to her, I go, "Can I ask you a personal question?" And she said to me. She said to me very graphically a certain sex act that she wouldn't perform. And I said, "That's not the kind of question I was going to ask you." And I wanted to ask her about, I was gonna ask her about online stalking. Like, does she have problems with dudes? And by the way, I met her husband,
Yeah,
who's
Mark.
he's a terrific guy, really terrific guy, and he's a medic, a military. He's a medic, and I was starting to tell him about crisis medicine, the medical lecture series that I've been working on for the last 6 years. But I mean, it was just what a great bunch of people. Gary's got a great community of people, and the fact that people flew and got together and come down to see him, I mean, it's pretty great. So I had a really great experience. I would recommend to anybody, if you have the time and the inclination, if he has the next time he has one, to absolutely go, because it's just the most fun you're ever going to have, and everybody there is delightful. So
Nice.
it was great.
Darian and Murphy with a $5 says, "As did you ever see my DC Trinity animation?" I didn't. Robert saw it actually. You both helped inspire on Fully Articulated. What did you think of it?
It's very, very cool.
Isn't it?
It's really well done. It's very neat. You should, yeah, it's worth checking out.
I don't even know where to see it.
I know. I was gonna say, I have where's my link? Where did I put that link? Maybe it's on Twitter. Oh, you know what? I think I have an email to that effect.
Just forward it. Yeah, if you forward it to me. Also.
Yeah, I'll find it. Let's see.
And Darren Murphy again with a $5 says, "On the animation is the Imperial Studio." Oh, on the animation is on the Imperium Studio on YouTube. There you go.
There you go. Okay.
Sandy Q gifted 10 memberships to the stream. Sandy, thank you.
I see what you did there.
I do that all the time. It's so gay. Dennis Ellsworth with a $5 and their first super chat ever on the channel. The
Wow.
Enterprise subscription model was picked up by Fan Home, and they let you start your subscription from where you left off with Eaglemoss.
Right, but has that happened yet?
I know. I need to find out. Fan Home. Here we go.
Well, let's go right now and see.
Yeah, I'm on their website now.
Start your collection.
Where?
Phantom. Well, I'm looking at the Fast and Furious cars.
Oh yeah, that's what I see. Fast and Furious. Enterprise D, new arrival. Need to finish your model? Boom!
Wow.
Oh, whoa, yes!
Oh.
Right. Okay, there's going to be some serious purchasing going on after this stream. Thank you.
Oh my God.
Dennis, thank you. Right. I'm gonna get that finished. I need to find out what parts I'm up to. And then get the respective ones. Sweet. The Beast with a $5 says, "Aloha, gentlemen. It's truly a blessing to listen to you both discuss toys/shows with such passion. This is why we'll win. Remain blessed." Zaid Comics with a, you too, buddy. Boobs. Zaid Comics with a $10 says, "Ayaz, Robert, loved you on the Schmodown back in the day. I'm a writer trying to bring back heavy metal comics with our crowd-funded book, The Lost Pages 3. Did you guys see the Metzko figure of The Shadow?" I didn't know.
No.
Did you?
So that's a 1 in 12 figure, right?
Yeah, that'd be 1 in 12.
Yeah, I haven't seen that.
Or 1 in 10. 1 in 10.
I think it's because it's the one in the Mezco line's the 1/12 scale. Because I've got, as a matter of fact, this is the Mezco, the Warriors.
Yeah, nice.
Yeah, this is a metal box.
Come out to play, eh?
I know. I love the Mezco movie stuff. Like, and this has 2 of the Baseball Furies and 2 of the Warriors in it.
Nice.
I should open these up.
Nice.
There's many accessories. Many accessories.
WNA with a £5 says, "Can you congratulate my football team, Hollywood-owned Wrexham, on promotion to the EFL with a record-breaking 111 points as National League champions. Yeah, good on you, Rexon.
Yeah, well done.
Welcome back to the league. John Keeley with a £5 says, "As will you and Robert do another watch-along series of streams similar to The Prisoner, maybe Twin Peaks or Sapphire and Steel?" I'm not those two. But I don't know. I know, maybe. Who knows? Robert's got a little bit more time on your hands.
We didn't finish Squid Game.
We didn't. We got to 7, I think, maybe.
Yeah. Well, that's kind of, leave things unfinished. Why not?
Always leaving wanting more.
Yeah.
Or always leaving wanting them unfinished. Michael Tynan with a $50.
By the way, they're going to start shipping the Enterprise D pieces on July 17th.
So you can get them ordered now, though, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, right. That's fine. I'm going to get them ordered, get them shipped. I'm going to find out. Gives me plenty of time then to get it out, open it up, find what, get all the books out so I know where I am, and then just order it, and then boosh.
Yep.
Michael Tynan with the $50 says, "What a handsome couple. Love you as. Much respect to Rob."
Steel.
Yeah.
That Hansel, he's so hot right now.
He's so hot right now. Will Ferrell's so good in that, by the way. It's just amazing.
And he's playing Mugatu. It's a Star Trek reference.
Martino Simone with another 10 Swiss francs says, "You complain about storage. Do you know how much space cards take?" Yeah, but that's the big boy's toy.
Yeah. Yeah, yes.
That's the big boy's toy. Andrew Matthews with the £2 says, "RMB, thank you for your Twitter puppy updates. I know if you see, I posted on that. I was like, just ship to the UK because they would just look so cute. I was just like, if I was in the US, I would have bought one off you.
They're incredible. The puppy so far we've sold 2.
Oh.
And one of them is Little Orange, and Little Orange has been we called them we put color-coded collars on them.
Oh yeah.
So Orange has been renamed Rory. So we're now calling Orange Rory, and Rory is one cute pupper.
No. And Abe has been a sorcerer for 3 months and says, "Hey, Az and RMB, great show as always. You should both check out Vox's Productions review of Captain Marvel. It's mint." I think I'll pass. I think I'm good. Robert, is there anything you'd like to plug before we go?
No, just, join me over on the Burnett Work, like, subscribe, hit the notification button. I have so on my YouTube channel, I called it the Burnett Work for a reason. It was my dream. This is an insane dream, but I would love to have 12 hours of original programming a day.
You had a dream?
I know. That was not that kind of a dream. But no, so I've been finding some really interesting people. I found this woman, Lana Ewan. And Lana Ewan does these reviews, and actually they contacted me, Lana and her husband, Alan, and they do these incredible reviews. She reviews movies. She's hot as fuck, but the production value of these reviews is top notch.
Okay.
And so she's going to be reviewing cult horror exploitation titles on the channel, and her inaugural review is Evil Dead Rise. And as a matter of fact, as I'm talking, I just got an indication from them that the video is done and they uploaded it.
No.
So that's cool. And I'm really excited about her because her and her husband, they're big geeks. And so it's really cool that they're joining the channel, and I can't wait. And I'm going to start a new show called the Imagination Connoisseur Show, which is going to be a panel-esque show that is going to have people that are from various aspects of the entertainment business. It's kind of like a John Campea show, but everybody is actually from the entertainment business. And one of the people on the show is my good friend, director, producer, writer, Darren Scott, who produced movies like Menace to Society. He directed the Tales from the Hood movies. He's done a lot of stuff, so he's going to be on the panel show. So I'm starting that on May 15th.
Nice.
On my birthday. So
nice.
Yeah, so look for the Imagination Connoisseur Show.
Over on the Burnett Work.
On the Burnett Work.
subscribe if you're not subscribed.
Yeah.
Thank you, everyone who came to watch this special Hot Toy. Moved it to Saturday for Robert. Well, it was hope to have George, but George he's driving back. He's driving back. Massive thank you to everyone who came to watch. Massive thank you to my mods for your hard work. Everyone who super chatted, remembered, gifted, remembered. Thank you for supporting the channel. We'll be back with some more stuff very soon. You take care. Bye for now.